From the bowling in Montclair for the title matches of the SoCal Doubles Classic, a packed house, and we're down to the top 2 teams in each division. In the scratch division, Daniel Hong and Solomon Salama pretty much ran away with it. They still got to win this game to get the title, playing the tough combo of Marquand Rivers and Ricky Pollum. They're already in the 5th frame, so we'll focus on these guys. But to their left, Lindsey Grime and Nathan Tidball have climbed the ladder to this point, and they're now playing top seeds RJ and Cameron Escarell. And the handicap difference is 15. That's just a first frame shot from Tidball, so we'll focus back on them in just a second. Well, the good news for Ricky and Marquand is that Solomon and Daniel didn't start with the front 19 or whatever. Solomon literally did do that. Was it front 17 or something today? 300 the first game in front, whatever the next game. That helped spur him on to a plus 726 7-game total. Not the all-time doubles record, but way up there for sure. Falling on titanium.
Sebastian, your order's ready in the diner.
Hey,
Sebastian, your order's ready in the diner.
Sebastian has run away to get his order from the diner. Should be. They've been bowling all day since 11 a.m. Most of them are going to start all over again in just less than an hour here with the team events. It's part of our always entertaining triple header. So happy to be back and able to have a triple header. Thanks to Al and the whole team here at Bolium, as always, for having us. That was a big double there, courtesy of Rivers. They started spare open. Well, Dan and Saul have a 3-bagger going. That's Ricky's screen, so you can see they would really like that 3rd strike here to just stay in the same zip code right now as our top seeds. No thumbs left. It's a 2-handed lefty and a 2-handed righty on each team. Ricky's not a face we see as much on our show, but he is also a striking machine when he gets it going. Multiple 300s on our tour. When he finds his look, he is just as tough as anyone. Of course, the bar set pretty high when you got Solomon bowling in our tournaments. He loves this bowling center. His ball reads really well, and that's about the worst thing that's ever happened to him in this bowling center. The messenger misses at 7-pin. Earlier in scratch, the GCE team of Josh Malloy and Noel Hernandez beat these guys, who are now celebrating with mozzarella sticks. Tyler had his 300 last week. Sebastian tried to have one this week. Stupid bucket. Solomon does that backup ball, especially on more house-ish patterns at that 7-pin. I think he's just entertaining himself, personally. But, good enough to knock it in the face, that's all that matters. They lead currently by 14, so Marquand and Ricky were right in this match for sure. Lindsey Grime throwing a lot of strikes over there. It doesn't seem to matter who her doubles partner is. She shines in the duos format. She won with Kendall Balea last week in Vegas. She intended to win with Kyle Reed this week in SoCal. Kyle injured himself. So this is your guest Kyle Reed over there, Nathan Tidball, who has performed great himself. They got to plus 434. And he loves his purple plastic ball, and he got that to strike. That's that purple quote-unquote spare ball that hooks a ton. I remember that from last year when he went on a big-time roll at the end of last season with that quote-unquote plastic ball that he's throwing. Daniel throwing a much more normal acting plastic ball covers up that 10-pin, so both players on their team have messengers that miss, and that makes this a match. Oh, I got my shadow.
Tyler, your order's ready in the diner.
Cameron, would you like your ordinary 5 seconds of camera time? As usual, anything to say?
No.
All right, good. Thank you. Rivers owns 2 career JBT titles, while Ricky, with all his good bowling, has yet to win a JBT title. So, underdog resumes, but they have a chance to take the lead in this match with 2 more here in the 7th and 8th. No! The old 5-7 wall shot sends a couple pins at the 7. It wiggles, it does not drop. That's a big non-strike right there. Had the chance at the lead. Instead, they will trail by 14 if he converts this corner pin. these guys just lost Handicap. He doesn't want to talk about it anymore. Tough 10th frame for them, but still a good performance. Tough 9th and 10th. That was a team effort over there, unfortunately. It's all right. Gets them in the Invitational at the end of the year, all finalists. Team event is a great way to make an Invitational, as 20 of them will make Invitationals via the team event. As RJ's pin is wiggling over there and not falling. 14 pins is currently the difference. So RJ shooting his 6 pin and he's going to get it. Ricky in the 8. Carry problems for both teams all of a sudden. The last 5 shots have been 9 counts. Lanes constantly transitioned throughout the day. A little bit of title match pressure. Interesting things happen week in and week out. Handicap has been absolutely insane the last 2 tournaments. Exams were both wild affairs. Grime would prefer to avoid that this time around. She doesn't leave any 6-10s and make life interesting for herself. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I thought for sure that was a 6-10 all the way. Thank goodness she breaks up the 10 into just the 6. Boy, that's right at target, about 3 boards, and that's enough to infuriate Solomon. As most top bowlers are, he's his own harshest critic. He's in the right place with the right equipment and then the right attitude to score here for sure. That ball holds pocket, gets the 10 back, and big advantage to them. The best Ricky and Marquand can do is 222. They're going at a 217 pace, so this is a giant shot here from Hong in the 9th. No, flat 10. And that will keep things very interesting to the tail end here. Tidball sticking with the purple. Tries the runaway Brooklyn that time, leaves just the 10. They lead on the scoreboard by a bunch, and they only have to win this match by 15, so it's looking good for a ladder climb scenario over there. Break the hearts of... Oh. That foot went up and back. Daniel, that foot went up and back. Daniel Hong, before you even look down, your foot up and backed. We'll see it on tape again later too. So that's a foul in the 9th for Daniel, which their team is still in the lead, but obviously changes the complexion of this match massively, and Rivers takes a re-rack. That gives him 185 through 9, 182 pace through 9 for Marquand. Strikes in the 9th, 10th, and 11th will shut out Solomon and Daniel. Anything less, Sol can take it back in his 10th frame. Here's RJ's big brother Cameron Escrill. Big part of the reason they qualified at plus 537 after their 7 games. Unexpected opportunity for Q and Ricky. That short approach he's always had. Great form at the foul line. Wow, made a nice adjustment. Left that shaker 7 the last time. Made a pretty good move. I think he liked it as much as I did. He is disappointed that 4-pin stood. And now Daniel and Solomon can't be shut out no matter what Ricky does. It's a team game, but when the individual makes a mistake, you just got to be and you're done. Daniel's done bowling. You just got to be just praying. Please don't let my mistake be the reason we lose. First things first, Rivers pick up this should makeable 4-pin. Nice shot from RJ on the left. He does have his 4. So Rivers are done. He can sit there and be nervous with Daniel for the next couple minutes while Ricky and Solomon, the lefties, determine things here in SoCal. The Escrows trail by 24 and get 15 of it back, so Lindsay and Nathan have already made up the handicap difference. They lead by 9 overall. They're working for their team. This is a 7th frame for Grime. The inebriated 10-pin falls over. Lindsay is delighted, as she should be. She came through with a double in the 10th of the last game, and she was just oozing emotion, more of it right there. How much fun is she having out there? As she should be, rapidly improving. She was already rapidly improving. Oh boy, that post is just perfect replacement for the title pair, but Nathan unable to take full advantage, leaving that 3-6. Ricky, of course, got that first hit in the 10th. Essentially, whatever Ricky does, Solomon has to do. He doubles here, that's all we'll have to double, pending some weird count. Of all people, Ricky understands.
Tina, your order's ready in the diner. Tina, your order's ready in the diner.
How difficult it is to get to these title matches, let alone win. Oh, and he bushwhacks that 6. It falls forward, gets the double, and forces Salama to do the same. Needs to fill all 10 here in the final shot, just in case a weird short count pops up. Of course, 27 out of Salama in the 10th if he fills it here. RJ got that strike in the 7th. Big brother Cameron needs it here in the 8th. It's going to have to be on the Brooklyn. On they get the Brooklyn. No matter where they fall, just that they fall. Big time break for Esquerel there. Let's see if they can take full advantage of it. Turkey doesn't get the fill, so he needs 26 pins, an excellent double. And after leading all day long, it comes down to this talented left hand. Throw 2 hits right here. Oh boy, that flat 7 just leans over. For mere mortals, that's a 7-pin every time. For a 31-time JBT champ, it somehow tilts out. And now he needs strike 6. What's wrong? Okay. The first time I was alerted to that, so I'll handle that right. There's that double. First of all, Solomon gets that hit, as most of America thought he would, so they win that title 215 to 210 for doubles in the 10. And let me tell you how good that was, what RJ just did there, managing to first of all, he makes a split in the ninth frame, but he did that after he was forced to make a physical adjustment. The rule in bowling everywhere, not just our tournaments, is every hole must be occupied. If it's not, that ball's out of play immediately. There's no penalty for the previous shots, but once we know about it, out it goes. So he had to do something totally different. Manages to come up with a split conversion, so that's good on him for that. And as far as the match, good heavens, we're virtually tied. Lindsay's team leads by 16 and they're giving 15 of them back. Once again, we have a one-pin match in the handicap title. Lindsay's been tripping everything all day long, unable to trip out that time, leaves that 9-pin. If she spares it, of course, because it's the handicap division, they are dead tied going into the 10th frame. All we need is that McNutt kid to show up from Sunday in Vegas.
In your way?
And Rother. No, you're fine. If you can cut out that pole immediately for me, that would be awesome. But other than that. Hang on, ball. Has the 9-pin, no problem there. Dead tied, both teams on spares heading into the 10th, so just like in scratch, whatever Nathan does, Cameron will have to match. If they match it exactly, we'll go to a 2-frame roll-off to break the handicap division tie. Wow. And the same thing RJ just made, Nathan's going to have to make here in the 10th. By the way, Daniel owes Solomon a root beer for getting that double in the 10th. The headline writes itself in this case, no harm, no foul. Can Nathan pick up this 310? Oh, he got it! Wow. Handicap division bowlers, and they both convert 310s in key situations. That's fantastic. It was a 2-pin loss account though, so a fill ball, obviously super important here. Only 8 on the fill ball, so that's 18 total in the 10th. So 18 total out of them is a tie, 19 is a win. The difference is 15, folks. Since they're both on spares, there's 2 different ways to lose or not lose the count. If you're thinking the way Cameron is, it's not lose. Crashes through the middle, and oh boy, of all things to leave, a 610. The spare that had so much to do with last week in Vegas. And this guy, yes, knows all about it to my right. So spare strike is a 2-pin win. First things first, he's got to make this 610. That would be poetic for Lindsay, and Cameron wants nothing to do with it. Gotta hang on. Just covers that 610. Here we go. Strike is a winner. 9. Huh? What? Couple in tomorrow? Oh, okay. Can I do it other than one shot to win the tournament? Thank you. Okay, strike's a win. 9's a win. 8 is a tie.
Alright, pressure.
Big brother wants this for little brother. Right here's the chance. No! Oh, 174. He needed 8 to tie. He gets 6. It is a 2-pin defeat for RJ and Cameron, and a 2-pin ladder climbing victory for the luckiest girl alive, not to mention talented as well. And her partner, Nathan Tidball, somehow their reactions tell it all. Come up with the win. What on earth is going on in the handicap division? Well, we got a whole new tournament starting in 42 minutes. Stick around for that. More fun from SoCal. My goodness.